And this is my aunt that died at Genoa. Her name was Mildred Lowe. And she lived in Winnebago with my grandma and my mom. And they took the kids from our reservations on the train here. And that's that big train thing down there. She was 12 when she died, so she's got to be somewhere. She didn't come home. But her spirit is here. All those children, their spirit's here. So whatever we do to honor that, you know, is going to be important. Give them rest.
We've been out here 3 or 4 previous times doing different investigative techniques, layering all those pieces of evidence together. We've kind of narrowed down to this particular location, and we've got 4 anomalies that we suspect could be graves. At this point, it's still unknown. Doing these test excavations, and we'll be out here through the week just to root. Hopefully verifying, confirming that first they are grave features that we can reasonably assume are associated with the Genoa school, and then confirming if they do still contain any human remains, children that may be associated with the school.
We know the way they did the boarding schools was inappropriate, and it, you know, robbed us of our identity, and we still are suffering from that. There's still social, psychological things that are going on because of that destruction of the family and the disruption of the social order of the tribes.
We're just very methodical, very deliberate. We excavate in very particular levels, and we document everything through photographs, paperwork, and so on. It's very humbling. It's kind of a somber experience. It's not really like any work I've ever done before as an archaeologist, and it's not really the kind of work that we typically do as archaeologists. We're looking for these potential graves and burials as a way to kind of bring some peace and closure to that story of what happened at the Genoa school and what happened to those children. And I think it'll be really meaningful to a lot of people if we can find evidence that first, we are in the cemetery location, and second, that we can you know, identify some of the children that were buried there.
Well, I hope they find the graveyard, because I'm not the only one that's missing relatives. And then what, though? Then there should be a ceremony, you know. As far as we're concerned, they're still alive, because their spirit hasn't been put to rest. There's a lot of considerations that have to be made for these bones.